Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Now, we've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
Looking to throw on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Line gets set, first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got him in the flat. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught, it's White. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Gets open down the middle. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
And the Terrapins will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And that's a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It's a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Sharp. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll go to the counter play. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Maryland 3, Notre Dame 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Sharp. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Release to the back. Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Three yards, First down for the offense after that penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, looking for the completion. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Snagged on the outside, it's Williams. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of the...
And he reels it in inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it away.
Fires on the move. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game, and early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
He's going to pass on second down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. The Terrapins get enough for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
First and goal for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I like a little bit of this down near the goal line. I like getting the ball to maybe a wide receiver, a skill guy out on the perimeter as quick as you can. Because, again, all those big bodies come in on goal line situations. They're not going to let you run up the middle, going to be really stout. So I like changing it up. Nice positive game. Didn't get the touchdown, but now you got a couple plays maybe you can.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Gets it out quickly. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Looking for a man. It's Sharp. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Williams. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line.
Green 25.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Terrapins! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! And the stomping has commenced.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Running with power. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
Black 24! Black 24!
Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Sharp. Going for it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll run the toss. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coach is always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
It's simple play, simple gain. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
And the Terrapins are on the move.
Here we go.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's White. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Got it.
The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, and the last.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Sharp. Makes the grab down the middle. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Okay, ready?
And the Terrapins have moved it inside the 20.
42 Spider, go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Lasso!
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
Cut!
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Maryland! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
The score, Maryland 45, Notre Dame 7.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's going to run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Maryland 45, Notre Dame 7.
On the
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
Green 25.
He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Steps away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call...
There he goes to the right. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 19 to Houston. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep it, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Looking downfield, it's Sharp. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the fourth down, throws that fist up in the air.
Got it past the marker. And the Terrapins get enough to move the chains.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9-5.
They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
On 4th down, looking to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
Flip it. Ready, go.
They'll ride the hot hand. The expressway is wide open. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away.
Sets a kickoff.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.